Religious freedom has been pretty much a sacred right to Americans for hundreds of years because of something President Trump noted when he proclaimed January 16th this year Religious Freedom Day. He said, "Our forefathers seeking refuge from religious persecution believed in the eternal truth that freedom is not a gift from government, but a sacred right from Almighty God."
Ryan Bomberger of the Pro-Life and Pro-Marriage Radiance Foundation sees an increasing amount of attacks on that sacred right, from private citizens to politicians to courts.
I think we have a public who doesn't understand what's actually going on behind the scenes. They don't understand that there are judiciaries who are deciding to ignore the Constitution, ignore the first right enumerated, which is religious freedom, and coming down on the side of I guess you could say, persecution.
The Family Research Council, taking what it considers a biblical stand that marriage must be one man, one woman, might have got leader Tony Perkins and many others there killed.
What we're simply doing is adhering to a biblical view of marriage and human sexuality, and for that we have organizations like the Southern Poverty Law Center that attack Christians, demonize them, marginalize them, and inspire people like Floyd Corkins, who came in here with a gun, and you can still see the holes in the wall where he shot one of our team members.
Bomberger points out people like Baker Jack Phillips' religious view that he can't celebrate gay marriage have paid dearly.
We see the attacks happening all across the country, especially with creative professionals, from floral designers to bakers to photographers to all kinds of different artists who are being told by the government, you know what, we're the ones in control here, we're going to dictate how you use your creative expression.
Because of Obamacare's rules, Perkins and FRC faced defying the law or helping fund abortion for workers. It pitted their religion against their government in their everyday life.
And that means the marketplace. That means in outside the walls of your church, outside the walls of your home and education. So all of those areas have been affected by the loss of religious freedom.
I see it getting worse when I see Christians being complacent about what's going on and not being concerned, not realizing that what affects someone else is going to eventually directly affect you.
Thomas Jefferson helped make religious freedom a right for Americans with the First Amendment and said later that no provision in our Constitution ought to be dearer to man than that which protects the rights of conscience. Paul Strand, CBN News, Washington.